What's up guys, Go here and welcome back to another 6pm content video where today we are back. It should be Hero Pick Day, which is going to be a bit disappointing, but we're going to check out what EA have released for Sunday's content. It is the first 6pm content video of Globetrotters, so we're going to quickly talk about that as well. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to leave the video a like, rate and subscribe. Let me know down below how Globetrotters has been for you, who have you packed, and with that being said, let's get into it. And so here we go. As I say, I haven't done a video yet this week. Slightly preoccupied with Liverpool, shall we say, and work. So yeah, I've not had the opportunity to really play the game, look at the game too much. I've been on, obviously, I know Salah and Suarez have special cards. I would love both of them if I could get them. But there's a few different things that are available. There's a few objectives that have been good. A few player SBCs. We had Riyad Mahrez yesterday, who actually I thought was brilliant in terms of being an 85 and an 86. So more than happy with that. Not more than happy with the fact that I can't get into the servers, but we'll try and get in there. I don't really know too much what's happening. We'll restart the game. I don't know why this is happening, but as I say, it gives us the opportunity to talk about this. Obviously, we've had enough XP over the last sort of probably Thursday and Friday. We got enough to obviously complete Canate. So there is obviously the chance that EA will release a little bit more, possibly in the next day or two at most, but even still, I highly doubt it. So we'll have to see what goes on with that. But again, Canate, everybody loving that card if they have only just got to him, which is good to see. I'm quite excited to get my hands on him as well. We are loading in, hopefully, to actually see what we've got. Do you know what? I'm going to use Twitter because it is much easier. Whilst the game is absolutely struggling to let me get in, we do have a brand new Evo today, so we will check that out. And then we do have a new player SBC as well, so we will check that out. But for objectives, sadly nothing new in Rush, just the basics as always, which is kind of disappointing. I wish they had done something with Rush. As I say, loads of XP available, which is brilliant. The Evo's Elite, I actually really like this cup. I did it straight away because the packs back are really good for what you've got to do. Plus, using Evo players is quite nice. Slowly working towards the Globetrotters campaign. Now, I also like this because it gives you the opportunity of not just one specific player, but one of 5 players that probably would have been given as an objective. So, again, people will like it because you can have an option, but at the same time, people won't like it because you have to have, like, you can't get a dedicated player. But again, it's one of them. It's either you like it or you don't. It's one or the other. But in terms of Evos for today, what do we have available? I think it is it aerial dominance? It is aerial dominance. So it is for somebody to get power header, which could be quite nice. Max 85 rated, max 95 pace, max 82 physical, no more than 1 playstyle plus, and no more than 9 playstyles. So it's one way you probably want it on maybe a taller striker if that's going to be an option. Obviously, EA are quite clever with not putting certain cards with it. So the likes of Joe Bellingham, now he has a playstyle plus, which the problem is with this Evo is if you want it for the power header trait, you've got to do it on somebody without a playstyle plus already. So the likes of Tell could be a decent option, being 6 foot, wouldn't be the worst case scenario, but he's not really going to be too beneficial. I'm trying to find somebody who would work all right. The likes of Lacazette's in form. Let's just take Suarez's in form. So would take him to an 87 rated. Doesn't improve any pace at all. It is improving some physicality stats. And that is about it, really, which is kind of disappointing. A lot to do with heading accuracy, balance, jumping, all of that type of stuff. So, again, maybe not the best on him. The likes of Cucurella, it isn't too bad. Improves the dribbling a little bit and a little bit of defending. So, actually, shooting as well goes up. That would actually be quite a nice card on him from Cucurella. But it's free. It's one of those cards which, again, if you're doing chained Evos, it might work out quite nicely, but it's not a great standalone Evo, to be honest with you. We've got the campaign pick back as well to complete. 86 plus base hero pick. It is 3 segments for it, an 83, an 85, and an 86. So it is what we had the other time. I do think it is expensive, in all honesty. For what you're getting, it is quite expensive. We've got a player of the month Salah there, which I'm quite happy by. Sotil and Buchanan are in there as well. I quite would like to do this card. I think he's just a good card anyway. Daily upgrades are still there as always. And then, as I say, we do have a brand new player SBC today. Riyad Mahrez was the one from yesterday, and Debinha is the one for today. 5-star, 5-star, 5'1", can play as a cam, right mid, and as a striker. So some really good alternate positions as well, which is nice to see. She has got quick step plus, as well as having Trivela acrobatic, trickster, first touch, flair, and technical. Nothing for shooting or passing, which is kind of a bit disappointing, but everything to do with ball control and physical. Plus as a half winger in at cam, plus as a striker at advanced forward, and plus as a right mid inside forward. It shouldn't really be expensive, and it is. Personally, for me, this is one to avoid. I don't think this is worth it. It's an okay card. The playstyles aren't brilliant. The roles aren't the best. As I say, for me, I don't think it's really that much worth it. So, kind of disappointing a little bit there. We will check out the store quickly to see if there's anything. And then we are going to build one of those hero play picks, because I would like to actually see if I can get anything half decent out of it. Or worst case, an actual Liverpool ex-player would be alright. There are about 1 million packs in the store right now. And I genuinely do think there is far too many packs. We do have... I don't know if these are new. I haven't seen them though. Deluxe Live Encore packs. One guaranteed to be a Road to Knockout, FC Pro Live or Thunderstruck item. 30 items rated 82 rated or higher. I'll be honest. As far as it goes in terms of like actual packs and the value of the packs, it's actually alright for 1,500 FC points. And we do also have the Foundations pack. So it's a guaranteed Total Rush Trailblazers Centurions item, and then 10 items, 82 rated or higher. Maybe not as good, but again, you're getting a different type of card available there. Loads of Globetrotters guarantee packs. There's all sorts of stuff available right now. Genuinely, there is a lot. The EA really pushing play picks now in the store as well, which is interesting to see. So, for me, the store is getting heavily driven to. And I think EA also are doing it on purpose, in a sense, because we've had a lot of people trying to get compensation and all of that type of stuff, and it is disappointing to see, in a sense of, you know, EA are really sort of trying to make that where the majority of their content is. Should that be the case? No, but is that the case? Yes, and there's not really much we can do about it. But as I say, I'm trying to avoid the store as much as possible, and I think I am this year. I will be honest with you. This year, compared to most years, I've spent a lot less. I've spent about just over 50,000 FC points, which, again, to some people, is quite a lot. However, for me, at this point in the game cycle, I could easily have spent possibly, maybe, I think last year probably would have been about 150k, maybe a little bit more. So it's one of them where I think for me, I'm doing all right compared to everybody else. Maybe it's still too high, but as I say, for me, it's all good. But you do what you do. If you are able to do it, then brilliant. If you aren't, and you are in a position where it is more of an addiction, that's the problem. I think that's the big issue with the store right now. It is much easier now to fall into that addiction as well. I think that's something EA may need to address, but at the same time, until it gets more legal action, I would say, I guess that's not going to happen. But anyway, we are building the hero pick, which is why I'm waffling on, because it takes, sadly, forever to build these types of SBCs in these sort of videos. But still, if we can get something good, that would be brilliant. We should have enough fodder in it. Like, I should have more than enough fodder in the club. I don't have a lot of, like, 82s and 83s, although I say that, I do have an abundance on the transfer list that I've now found. Completely forgot I had half of these cards. So this is probably going to make the rest of the SBC much easier, which is brilliant. So they can all be sent to the club. A few duplicates that we can get rid of as well. I can sort that out later. That's not a problem. We won't be opening another pack because, well, that's going to take us forever. What do we have? No, we do not want the story 8. We want to go back to the SBC tab. Where are we actually at right now? Right, we've got an 85 with an inform. This SBC could have been much better if this was just an 85 and an 86 rated, and they'd put one or two of the promo heroes in, maybe like the first set of promo heroes that we had. I think it would have been perfect. I don't think you could have gone too wrong with this SBC. However, again, as always, we have been given not the best content in the world, but something that we've kind of just got to accept as this is the content that EA are giving us. Whether we like it or not, we just got to accept it. And I think that's also why people are being put off the game a little bit now. I'm not playing it as much as what I used to, especially because what's the point? EA aren't giving us specific content to keep us on the game. So if that's the case, then why would you want to stay on the game? For me, it's a case of if I've got the time and I can play it, brilliant. But if I don't, then I'm not forcing myself to. I don't want to put myself in a position where I feel like I have to be on this game 24/7. You know, I'm not doing things that I want to in terms of personal life stuff, say. So it's better to get ahead of yourself and stop that and prevent that. If it is at that point for you, again, it's kind of that addiction sort of thing. It might not be sort of numerical value, and you might be thinking, oh, well, it's only a game, but there is still that tied to it. And I think that is a bit of a problem that people maybe don't address as much as, say, like a FIFA points addiction. It's a bit of FOMO, and there's definitely a good bit of that in there, but it's that point of, yeah, if you're not here, and that's a worry. You know, I didn't play squad battles. I could have easily sat and played an hour worth of squad battles to get a mode mastery token yesterday, and I think the Panthers tweeted out about this, and I kind of made me think about it as well myself, and it's like, I could have easily sat there, played that hour, gone to bed an hour later, an hour less sleep, and I would have had a token. For what reason? That in 3 weeks' time, we're going to have a completely different card that's better value for us. There's no point. And so for me now, it's a case of, if I've got to start weighing up, is it worth spending time on this? Then it's probably not worth it. If it's something that I'm going, okay, what do I want to do in the hour that I'm playing the game, or the 2 hours, the 3 hours, 4 hours that I'm playing the game, then that's a bit different. But if it's, okay, do I want to spend an extra hour on the game to complete something? The answer really should be no. So I think that's the way I'm going to be playing the game for the rest of the year, just to maybe enjoy it more, appreciate it more, and also feel better in myself. And I think that's the best way to go with it. We are slowly working towards this 86 rated team. Pedri goes in there. I do apologise, it's a long one, but to build these picks, it does take a while. So there we go. We have the 86 plus hero pick. Let me know down below if you guys are completing this. And with that, what are we going to get, EA? Please. Ginola would be brilliant. It's a big one to start off with. Viali is okay. It's not brilliant, but it's okay. Another one in JJ Okocha. That is not too bad. And then we do get Campos in a goal. In terms of prices, I think Okocha is more expensive. JJ Okocha coming in currently as 167k. And I do think Viali is a little bit less than that. He is coming in at, oh, he is much worse. He is 21k. So, JJ Okocha, a nice little pull. As I say, not the best in the world, but not the worst. Let me know what you guys are getting. For now, so we're going to leave it for today. I'm out. Peace.